You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science fact, actionable steps towards your best year ever. I'm Santa, your host. Yesterday, we spoke about the Myers-Briggs Personality Indicator System. It is yet another great tool used worldwide to assess personality strength and areas of growth, especially in a work setting. I provided a link for a free MBTI-inspired quiz on the corresponding blog post and podcast notes. Please do check it out if you haven't already. Today, we're talking about conquering the fear of failure. In this episode, our focus is on working towards a mindset change that will help frame fear in a different light. I love the acronym FEAR, False Evidence Appearing Real, because often that is what we experience. We'll get to that in a moment. First, I did want to point out how fear can actually work for you in the short term. Yes, experiencing fear in the short term can actually have some benefits. It can serve as a warning signal that something is wrong or even dangerous, prompting us to take action to protect ourselves and our families. Fear can also motivate us to overcome challenges and push ourselves out of our comfort zones, leading to personal and professional growth and development. Additionally, facing and overcoming fears can build resilience, increase your self-esteem, and your ability to cope with future stressful situations. Overall, while the fear of failure is especially uncomfortable in the moment, it can ultimately lead to positive outcomes and personal growth when needed. The reason fear, though, has a bad reputation is, I think, mainly due to the physiological changes that occur in our body. When we experience fear, our body goes into a state of heightened alertness, known as the fight or flight response. This response is triggered by the release of stress hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol, which of course prepare the body to either confront the threat or flee from it. Physiologically, our heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, and blood flow is directed to essential organs such as the muscles and brain. Our breathing becomes faster and shallower to increase oxygen intake, while our senses become sharper in order to detect any potential dangers. So here are 10 very practical ways to reframe fear. The first thing really to do is to acknowledge the fear and understand its root cause. By acknowledging the fear and understanding its root cause, we can begin to address it in a more effective way. It allows us to explore why we're feeling this fear and what triggers it, which can help us develop strategies to overcome it. Understanding the root cause of our fear can also provide insight into any underlying issues or past experiences that may be contributing to our feelings of anxiety or apprehension. By facing our fears head on and working through them, we can ultimately move towards a place of greater peace and confidence. Number 2, focus on the present moment. By focusing on the present moment, we can ground ourselves in reality and prevent our minds from wandering into worst-case scenarios. This allows us to address our fears with a clear and rational mindset rather than becoming overwhelmed by them. Additionally, staying present helps us to recognize that fear is often based on imagined outcomes rather than actual threat in the here and now. So by acknowledging our fears without judgment and bringing our attention back to the present moment, we can better manage and ultimately overcome them. Another thing really good that kind of ties into this, number 3, is challenging catastrophizing. Catastrophizing is when we magnify and exaggerate the potential negative outcomes of a situation, often jumping to, again, the worst case scenario without considering more realistic or even positive possibilities. This cognitive distortion can lead to, of course, increased stress and anxiety and irrational thinking, and it makes it really difficult to cope with challenges effectively. It's important to recognize when we're catastrophizing, when that's happening, and just challenge those exaggerated thoughts with more balanced and rational perspectives. Something you can immediately do is just ask yourself, what is actually happening? Have I been in this situation before? What did I do then, and what can I do now to make this better? Number 4, replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations, such as, I'm worthy of love and respect. I am moving forward successfully. I am grateful for all the blessings in my life. Number 5, take small steps toward facing your fears gradually. Number 1, identify those fears. And number 2, find out all you can about them. In this situation, knowledge from accredited sources can be powerful. Based on the information that you are able to research and glean, develop a strategy. Start small. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, you're afraid of failing in that regard, start by practicing in front of a mirror or with a close friend. If you're afraid of flying, go on short trips. First, research the safest airlines. Take music or your favorite book with you. Number 6, don't go it alone. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist, as they can have additional insights and proactive techniques that you can leverage. Number 7, engage in relaxation techniques. Here are 2 relaxation exercises we can do anywhere. Deep breathing exercises. Take slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, and focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Another thing you can do is progressive muscle relaxation. Start by tensing and then releasing each muscle group in your body. Start from your toes and working your way up to your head. This can help release tension and promote relaxation. Number 8, visualize success and imagine a positive outcome. Envision your awesome future in detailed pictures. Can you see yourself achieving your goals? What does it feel like? Are you overcome with sheer happiness, confidence, and bliss? Can you taste the champagne? Whatever success means to you, create the image in detail and hold on to it. This step is also incredibly powerful when you are faced with fear or uncertainty. Number 9, shift your perspective and see fear as an opportunity for growth. By embracing fear as a chance to push yourself out of your comfort zones, you can transform it from a barrier into a stepping stone towards personal growth and development. Additionally, viewing fear as an opportunity for growth can help us cultivate a growth mindset where setbacks are seen as opportunities for learning and improvement rather than reasons to give up. Ultimately, by reframing fear in this way, we can harness its power to propel us forward. And lastly, number 10, set realistic goals and celebrate small victories along the way. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let it hold you back from living your life to the fullest. These steps can help you get on the right track. Also, sometimes professional intervention from a licensed therapist or a doctor can make sense too. Explore all positive possibilities and move forward. Always remember that failure is a natural part of life and a necessary step towards growth and success. By embracing fear, especially fear of failure, as a learning experience and not letting it define us, we can overcome some of our fears and continue to strive towards our dreams. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. Follow and subscribe on my YouTube channel at Do This First. You can also read a transcript of this podcast on my blog, DoThisFirst.life. Until tomorrow. Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue, I see champion in you. I see a champion in